Cam. We're Simply Van Life.
Today we're installing our ceiling and ceiling lighting. I was in charge of staining the tongue and groove.
And I'm setting up the electrical with little recessed lights we got on Amazon, and it's going to be on a 2-zone dimmer switch. So stay tuned for more.
So we used a Prestain. Following the Prestain, we used our stain. So for the Prestain, what I did was I used a paintbrush and some gloves. You don't want your fingers and hands to get disgusting and oily and gross. So I used a paintbrush. I applied it to the wood. I let it sit for about like 10-15 minutes. Afterwards, I took a towel, paper towel, whatever you have, and I just wiped it off. What I found that was really helpful with that is it's still kind of oily. So you can let it dry up to 2 hours before you apply stain, but it says to apply within 2 hours. So I let it dry for like maybe 20-30 minutes, and I felt like it was less oily and that the stain applied easier and held the color better. So, all right, so next we applied the stain after we let the pre-stain dry a little bit. What I found just to be a little bit easier was I did use the paintbrush and I just kind of painted it all on. Then I used my towel to kind of rub it in and wipe the remaining off. After they're stained and wiped kind of dry, we let them dry for 24 hours before we actually installed them in the van.
So to actually install the tongue and groove, we started on one side of the van and we're working our way to the other. We're about halfway done. We cut them every other one. They're staggered, so we have a full length one and then like a half length one, and then staggered them. So we have supports in the roof here, and then 2 more back there. And so that's what these little 3/4 inch nails go into, and we just put the tongue and groove up. The tricky part is when you come up to the lights and have to actually put those in the hole. So right here we have one that we're doing. So we got it all wired up through there using these 3M quick splice connectors. They're just connecting 3 wires at once. The reds are all together, the blacks are all together. Down here we just use some heat shrink and just some butt splice connectors to set that one up. And then what we'll do is take this and tuck it up here and then continue to work across the van. We finally got the last tongue and groove board installed, and we finally have lights in the van.
Woo!
Hit it, Phil.
Let's go.
Our main man, Phil, helping us the whole time.
Shout out.
Look at those. Hit us with the dual action. Oh, there it is. Love it. We kind of cut out the insulation here and then just tucked the actual socket in there. We'll probably have to unplug stuff to get the faceplate to cover it and then hook everything back up. But for today, we got our ceiling up, we got the lights installed. So stay tuned for some of our upcoming builds, and we will see you next time.